Hi guys, let me just fix my untangle of 1 second. Okay, good morning everyone. Good to have you here. Welcome back. This is day 91 of this program. Soon we'll be hitting 100 days. Okay, so before I talk about the morning routine, I usually like to discuss something which might be relevant and beneficial in the context of building habits, building discipline, living a better life. So, as we know, most of you know this. We run habit building programs. We run programs to improve. Um we run learning boot camps where students or professionals they can learn faster, they can change their career trajectory and so on. So when in these programs, very often we during interactions, a lot of interesting questions come up. One question which has come up multiple times is when you're trying to build a habit, um, let's say getting up on time or studying at a particular time every day, whatever. So you have some goal that I need to do this particular thing, let's say 5 days a week or 7 days a week, every single day for next 1 month or whatever. Now, when you set that kind of goal for yourself, you'll be able to achieve it only if you take it very seriously, right? So let's say if you say, okay, every evening 7 o'clock, from 7 to 8, I'm going to sit and learn this topic, right? You want to build that habit, so you set that goal, and you will be able to succeed only if you take it very seriously. But there is a flip side as well, right? So let's say if you set that goal and you are very serious about it, which you should, which is what you should be, but sometimes you miss it. You're not able to do it on time, or something happens that day. You In the morning you oversleep and don't get up, right? And then that causes a feeling of guilt, right? That, oh, I planned this, but I could not do that, and then it creates a negative emotion, and it disturbs your mind, and then you're not able to focus on doing the right thing that day, the next day, and so on. So which means that uh, the fact that we are taking something very seriously, and which we have to, because if we don't take it seriously, we will not do it, right? It'll never happen. But on the other hand, if you take it seriously, if when you fail, it creates guilt, right? And it creates a negative emotion, and it prevents us from focusing on the right things. So how do you balance the two? How do you take your goals, take your commitments very seriously? At the same time, if the commitment, if you're not able to live up to it, then what is the right way to respond? So the answer to this question is that, you first of all, the answer is not to not take it seriously. It's not to say, okay, fine, I just slept through today, so it doesn't really matter. No, it matters. It matters a lot. At the same time, the response has to be not guilt. So guilt is like, we are looking just backwards and blaming ourselves. So in your mind, you trade off guilt for something that you'll do in the future, and that thing is taking the right corrective action. So tell yourself that, there's no reason to feel bad, because now I'm doing something extra, right? So let's say if you're supposed to get up in the morning and you could not get up at right time, then you put an alarm, or put a louder alarm, or the previous night you plan to sleep early, or in order to sleep early the previous night, you plan your day. So essentially, you have to tell yourself that, okay, look, today was a mistake, right? But I am going to take a positive action so that this thing is not repeated, right? And when you do that, then that will take away the guilt, because now we have taken this opportunity to take the next step forward, right? That is something which I think is important, because living with guilt and living with negative emotions, that is our the whole objective of building these habits is ultimately to create positive emotion in life. It is not to create negative emotion, right? So if you start feeling guilty, if you start feeling um, certain amount of, when I say start if, when I talk about feeling of guilt, the definitely should be this feeling that, okay, today what happened was not right. That is okay. In fact, that's desirable. but that creating a spiral in the sense that, you say I'm incompetent, or I'm not capable of doing these things, or I'm uh, uh, we start thinking, we start catastrophizing, or start thinking that, we are not good for anything. Those feelings are not just avoidable, but they are counterproductive, and they are exactly opposite of what we are trying to do. We are trying to build positivity, we are trying to build confidence. And the way you build confidence is always, whenever a mistake happens, you just say, okay, this is the corrective action, and I'm going to push now even harder for that. And with that, we can avoid uh, guilt and related negative consequences. So this is something to keep in mind. That's the thought I want to share with you today. And now, very quickly, let's talk about the morning routine. Today is Thursday, right? So, okay, so we're going to follow the morning routine of meditation and workout, and very quickly we'll talk about meditation, and then we'll talk about physical workout. Meditation. So we practice what is called mindfulness meditation. There are some other kinds of meditations also, but this is the one which is most widely practiced. Other meditations also, all meditations have fundamentally the sort of same objective, which is to train our mind to practice uh, concentration, focus, to keep the mind in the present moment, because the mind has the habit of sort of jumping around, and that creates stress. How does it create stress? When we are thinking about random things, we'll think about something which is coming up in the future, right? This Sunday I have this event, or I have to talk to this person, and whenever we think about future, um, it is possible that it will create some anxiety, because future is uncertain. We don't know what will happen. So when we think about things that we don't know what's going to happen, it can create an anxiety. Similarly, we'll think about the past, and it will create some feeling of guilt, and or some remorse, that why did this happen, why I should have done something else, and so on. So essentially, when we go into the future, when we start thinking about the future, or the past, we are collecting guilt and anxiety, and that makes us feel terrible, right? In addition to that, when we are jumping around, our mind is not able to concentrate, we're not able to focus. So it makes it difficult to study, it makes it difficult to work, makes it difficult to enjoy doing what we are doing, right? The last aspect, enjoying what we are doing, that is something. Let me give you another very simple example. Like when we go to a restaurant, right? And food comes, a lot of us, our first instinct is to take the phone and take a picture, and upload to Instagram. Nothing wrong per se, but think about when you're doing what's happening. Your mind is not on the food, on how it feels and how it tastes. Your mind is thinking about, I'm putting on Instagram, what is the right filter, what is the caption, how many people will click, like, they will put a nice comment. So I'm not here, I'm not in the restaurant, I'm in the Instagram world. I'm Think about it, right? In life, we keep doing certain things, but our mind is running in parallel in some other universe, which means we are never able to enjoy what we are doing. And that we are going to change through, or trying to change through meditation. So meditation, the way you do that is, so we do what is called mindfulness meditation. So sit comfortably on a chair, cushion, wherever. Make yourself, make sure that it's not your knees, and your legs are comfortable. You're not like twisted or anything. And sit in normal pose. Let your hands rest on your body, on your legs comfortably. Then take a few deep breaths. So breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. So always start with 5 to 10 deep breaths. Okay, like this. Deep breath in, deep breath out, right? So do that 5 to 10 times. Your mind calms down. Then the breathing become normal, and just focus on it. Now, as you breathe in and breathe out, let the breathing be normal. Just focus on it and observe it, and you can focus on a particular sensation, either in the nostrils, or in the or the stomach rising and falling, and just observe that sensation, and then in your mind you can count your breath, right? And that's all you have to do, nothing else, right? When you do that, your mind will occasionally still wander, it will still get distracted, and that is part of the meditation practice. So it's very, very critical at that point. We talked about guilt, right? Again, here also, don't feel guilty, don't blame yourself. There's absolutely nothing uh, thoughts coming in is not a problem with our meditation practice. So we just acknowledge the thought, realize, oh, I'm thinking about something. Let the thought go, bring your attention back to breath, and repeat the cycle. Right? So this is meditation, 15, 20 minutes a day. You do it for about do it for 30 days, and you'll actually start seeing like a lot of positive benefits. I do. Yesterday I could not do long duration. I did very short. Normally I like to do like if I have time, do an hour or so, and it is amazing. It's very very. Uh, it's an amazing experience. And then physical workout. So at least half an hour. Now lockdown is open, so running etc. is now possible. So yesterday I ran for about an hour. Um, uh, Today I'll not discuss other exercises. You can do workout, you can do aerobics, you can. So there are a lot of stuff. If you want to look at YouTube videos, you can use that, or if you have your own routine, you can follow. Running is an amazing activity. Yesterday I ran for an hour, a little hour plus a little bit, and that's my like standard routine. And every time I run, when you finish the run, it's so blissful. Right? So all of you, I would suggest, unless you have any knee joint or any such pain or some problem like that, if you're able to run within within limits, gradually try to increase the running distances. And if you can make it a lifelong habit, and you don't have to run like every single day, like maybe twice a week is also fine. Right? It will it is going to really change the way you think. I find running is almost like meditation, because when you're running, your mind is, after some time, after running for about half an hour, your mind gets focused on one particular thing. Right? Which is just, you're automatically focused on the breath, on the physical aspect of running, and that makes you like really calm and ready for the whole day. Right? So that's about it. Let me just say hello to everyone. Mamta has a question: why don't you meditate with all of us instead of selected group? Uh, so today I'm not I don't have any group meditation. Um, we can. So today is Thursday, right? Okay. So tomorrow let's plan a meditation session. Maybe we can do a little longer one. So I'll send an invite. Tomorrow we can do a full meditation session. Okay. So I'll schedule that, and let's say hello to everyone here. So Harsh, Sagar, Shagun, Rakesh, Kripa, Mohammed, Taha, Manish, Hemant, Smriti, Pooja, Taha, Maths Channel, Nedish, Anu, Arunima, Mayank Shekhar, Rajesh, Shashi, Chetna, Ranjan, Tushar, Kundan, Shivam, Ashish, Sarvesh, Varun, Suresh Babu, Shashank, Mamta, Anonymous, Shivam, Ketan, and yeah, so so welcome guys. Great to have you here. Mamta says, what is the question? Why don't we meditate today? Okay, we can do it now. So what I'll do is I'll create a link in about 2 minutes, 5:14. So in about 2 minutes, I'll share a link. So those of you who want, you can join. Okay. So that's about it. In 2 minutes, we'll start a meditation session. I'll just create a fresh link. I welcome to join if you like. Right? Okay. So thanks for joining, and have a lovely day. And I'll see you tomorrow. What time? 5 o'clock. Okay. Bye.